AC today and we'll install it tomorrow. Get it. GOE-TTL. We'll keep you cool, but it's hard to spell.
Each week on the Martha Stewart podcast, the woman who's done it all, from TV to magazines to radio and more, engages in intimate, in-depth interviews with some of the world's most fascinating people.
Every time I go anywhere, all they want to know is how's new.
You don't think I get approached all the time by people that say, do you think you can get me a picture of Martha? Did you get an autograph?
Listen to the Martha Stewart podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, we think you could use some help beating inflation this summer, and you can do so by going solar with SolarMax technology.
I told you I had a couple of electricity bills in a row, two of them that were in the negative, where the electric company owed me money. SolarMax has helped me save money, and they want to help you tackle rising prices, too.
Yeah, you're paying too much for the gas, the food, energy prices. Stop those rising energy prices by upgrading with a SolarMax system for $49.93 a month, zero down, and a 0.99% APR.
SolarMax is local. They're down here in Southern California. Everything's under one roof. You're going to get low prices, quality control, no middleman, no supply chain wait, and this is the last year for that 26% tax credit.
Get a custom design system and a personal solar consultant to guide you for just $49.93 a month with zero down and a 0.99% APR.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone. Say the keyword SolarMax. That's pound 250 SolarMax, or go to solarmaxtech.com. Monthly payment available for approved credit. CSLB number 97240.
Every family should have a living trust, but not everyone wants to hire an expensive attorney and pay thousands of dollars to set one up. That's why you can use Laguna Legal. Laguna Legal is a California-based legal document service that can set up your living trust for just $950. A complete estate plan for just $950. Laguna Legal makes the process of legal paperwork simple, smooth, and affordable. With their affordable living trust package, you'll have everything you need to protect your family from probate and avoid inheritance taxes. Laguna Legal also specializes in divorce mediation, setting up corporations, and preparation of many other legal documents. Laguna Legal offers direct electronic recording services throughout the U.S. For more information on a $950 complete estate plan or to access the online questionnaire, visit LagunaLegalHelp.com. That's LagunaLegalHelp.com or call 800-915-2345. 800-915-2345. The employees of Laguna Legal are not attorneys and cannot give legal advice. They are bonded and certified legal document assistants. Laguna Legal works closely with several attorneys who can give you the legal advice you need. Call 800-915-2345.
Gas prices, food prices, oxygen prices. The cost of living is getting insane. A vacation is probably out of the question. Right. Wrong. KFI has your inflation vacation with $1,000 every weekday from 9 a.m. through 6 p.m. Just looking for the keyword, then enter it at KFIAM640.com/cash. No texting, just winning. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorney. If you're listening to accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 800-500-5200. That's 800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com. Listen to win $1,000 every hour, weekdays from 9 a.m. through 6 p.m. And inflation vacation on KFI AM640. More stimulating talk. If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com. KFI AM640. More stimulating talk.
Welcome back to Handle on the Law. Linda! Hi, Linda. Welcome to Handle on the Law.
Hi. I'm having problems with my neighbors.
Of course.
Since the end of 2020, they've been on my property while I'm at work. Their daughters have been hanging out in my front yard. The husband's been standing
How do you know that, Linda?
on my
Do
driveway.
you have video of that?
Yes, now I have video
Okay.
of that. And then I was missing mail out of my mailbox, so I have video of them opening the mailbox,
Ooh.
but not grabbing.
Doesn't matter.
Not grabbing
Yeah,
anything.
that doesn't matter. You know, the fact that they opened it up is probably enough, I would think. And here's one of those where now you have neighbor problems. For one thing, I would simply, when they're on your property next, and you're at work, just have one of those video cameras that alert you whenever anybody comes near the property. You aim it, so if anybody walks on your property, you're alerted. Because now, like the Ring doorbell, those are $200-300. The second someone steps on your property, you instantly call the police and say, I've got trespassers here.
I have done that.
And do the police come
I have
out?
done that. and the police came out and told him not to be trespassing on the property.
Okay.
And then I got him on a camera with a wrench. He went in my backyard and opened my gas meter, but the camera didn't go all the way to the meter.
Okay. All right. Okay, starters, I mean, you got a mess on your hand with neighbors. You have to have cameras all the way around. Sorry, you got to invest in that. And you're probably going to have to go to court. And you're probably going to have to go to court for an injunction or a restraining order, which, by the way, these people tend to ignore. It's one of those where you have a neighbor from hell, and they keep ahead of the law. The law doesn't care. The damages are so slight that the courts have a lot more important fish to fry, as do the police. And so we just get into a fight with the neighbor, and it's just one of those, how do you handle it? And even to the point where, how did you get into the position where, or how did it happen where you and the neighbor are this much at odds?
7 years ago, every time I got home from work, he'd come over and he'd start telling me about his marital problems with his wife. So I quit talking to the family for 7 years. So I haven't talked to the family for 7 years. I've just been going to work.
Yeah, Linda, let me make a suggestion here, okay? Legally, can you do something? Yes. Convoluted, complicated, going to cost you a ton of money, and it's going to be miserable for you. Mark, hello, Mark, welcome.
All right. So last June, my ex-wife, without any notice, just up and moved out of state with her boyfriend. We had a 12-year-old daughter which we were sharing joint custody 50-50. So after she moved, I took her to court for full custody. And the judge wasn't having it because she wasn't in any danger, and we worked out visitation. So this will be the first summer that my daughter is supposed to go and visit her there. And my daughter does not want to go. She just came back from spring break there and never wants to go back.
Okay.
She doesn't like the boyfriend.
Right.
And she's a little, but she's not giving me all the reasons, but she just really doesn't want to go. And I want to back her up.
Sure.
I just want to know legally, she'll probably take me back to court for, not following the court orders.
No, you go to court first. Mark, you go to court first and have the judge change the order as to the visitation, especially out of state, and the boyfriend who she's not thrilled with. And I'm going to suggest you tell your daughter, lay it out on the line, everything that's wrong with that visit by going over there. And if there's anything illegal, if there's anything abusive, whether it's emotional or physical, it doesn't matter. I mean, if she lays it out, a judge will go, you don't have to go over there. I mean, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, judges pay attention to. They really do.
Right. Well, the judge, when we went to court, had ordered what's called minor counsel. On my request, and my ex refused to do it. And when we went back to court, the judge didn't say anything. He was just like, oh, it doesn't matter. She's leaving the state.
I understand. You can't. Okay, so she's leaving the state, but.
No, she left.
Okay, yeah. I understand, but this is for the benefit of the child. If you go in to unravel that visitation, you may get it, because now you're on the offense, Mark, instead of being on the defense.
Okay.
And so let me ask you this. If you don't let your daughter go, or you agree with her that she doesn't go, does your ex file the lawsuit? I mean, does she, you have the court order your child to go there?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, you walk into court and you say, my daughter will not get on the airplane. She will not do it. And if your daughter says, I will not do it. And so you go, Your Honor, so what do I do now? Do I duct tape her? Do I handcuff her and bind her and put her on an airplane? Your Honor, are you going to order the police to put her in handcuffs and put her on an airplane?
Yeah.
That's why I'm suggesting you be offensive about it and have your daughter say, I just will not go. I won't go.
Yeah.
You're going to have to drag me on that airplane and force me to go. And the second I go to the airport, I'm going to run away from there.
Yeah.
It depends on how adamant your daughter is. Yes.
One thing is, he lied to the judge why she was moving. The judge bought it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And no one's
I
there.
recently found out why she moved, and it's because the state attorney general and the California Board of Pharmacy was seeking to have her license revoked.
Well, then bring that up. Then you bring that up. If you have information about that, you bring that up in a hearing. So you get very aggressive about it, and you file for a modification of the visitation. That's all. That makes sense. Great case. I love divorces with that. We'll be right back. This is Handle on the Law.
I'm Brian Berman, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. LA County Sheriff Villanueva says Operation Safe Travel has been a success. Since June 1st, deputies have made 205 arrests on the metro system, which includes 20 felonies, 169 misdemeanors, and 16 infractions.
And our homeless outreach assigned to Operation Safe Travel has contacted 1,133 homeless over the entire operation.
During the 30-day operation, additional armed deputies were added to regular metro patrols. The sheriff says the added presence of uniformed deputies has helped deter crime and make passengers feel safe. The gas tax in California has gone up. The tax increased about 3 cents per gallon yesterday.
I commute 2 hours total every day, so I feel all of the increases.
Drivers in California are already paying the highest prices in the nation for gas. Lawmakers are planning to send out relief payments this fall to help with the high gas prices. Governor Newsom has signed a new bill into law for disposable plastic packaging. SB 54 requires a 25% drop in disposable plastic packaging and food accessories in both weight and plastic components by the year 2032. A plastic component source is defined as any single item of plastic-covered material. The bill requires at least 10% of single-use plastic packaging and utensils to be plastic-free, or that they have to be moved to reusable or refillable systems. Stranger Things Season 4 has set Nielsen streaming records. The Hollywood Reporter says the show set the highest weekly total for any streaming series, with a total of 7.2 billion minutes of viewing time. When Season 4 Volume 1 premiered on Netflix in May, the show got 5.14 billion minutes in the first week. And Disneyland's popular Pirates of the Caribbean ride is open again after a 4-month closure. The ride was shut down at the beginning of March for regular maintenance, and it reopened yesterday. Now taking a look at KFI traffic, we've got a crash on the 5 in Newhall.
That's in between the 14 and Cowgrove Boulevard. All lanes shut down due to that earlier wreck, so it's causing a mess from Rochester Street. In Costa Mesa on the 405 southbound at the 73, watch out for a 2-car crash that's partially blocking the southbound 73 connector. Actually has the right lane of that connector closed off, so you're tapping your brakes as you approach there. And in Riverside on the 215 southbound before